Quick little thing. Yeah, quick thing about this stream. We will be streaming in the future exclusively on Regula 2. Streaming here currently just because Regula 2, I completely forgot to verify it for streaming. So it is not our streaming platform for this session. However, in the future, it will be. So session 1 is going to be the only one on this channel. Going forward, it's going to all be done on Regula 2. And with that being said, I'm Evan Corling, your host for this, and let's go down the list of everyone who's here today. Let's start with our good captain.
Jackson Wilson here. You may not know me as Yusuke Plays on Twitch and YouTube, but yeah, I'm Captain Joseph Vance.
Alright. Up next we got Commander Sutter Ellery.
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm not very present online.
Yeah. Up next we've got Dr. Darren Young.
Hello, that'd be me.
Alright. Lieutenant Salazar could not join us this evening. A little bit of a thing came up for him, so unfortunately he will be making his debut in episode 2. And then, of course, we've got Lieutenant Scott.
Oh, okay, sweet. My mic does work. You can hear me, right?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. Hi.
Sorry for the delayed response there. Alright.
Yeah.
So, with all that out of the way here really fast, anyone want to plug anything? Do things? Just say anything before we begin?
Wacky boy so...
Okay.
We have an old rival here in the chat, and with Wacky Boy over here in the Soupy Nora. Old rivals. I heat
Alright.
Wacky.
That thing, I'm changing that, just so you know. So
Great.
it's been a while. Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess without further ado, let's just run the intro, and yeah. And we're back. I should work on transitions to make that a little smoother, but whatever. Anyways, we begin this grand tale, this epic of fools, Reference, get it? Reference.
None of you understand.
Reference that nobody watching the stream gets unless they're like, they know you personally or something. We begin this tale in orbit of Earth. Commander Ellery and Captain Vance, you are both on board a space station, specifically Fontana Fleet Yards, the primary station there, overseeing the final sort of work that's being done on your vessel. Below you, in sort of this big cage that is the space dock frame, is a very familiar shape to most people of this time period. It is an NX-class starship. However, it has recently been refit to include a secondary hull to increase survivability, exploratory prowess, I guess would be the word, and overall just improve the ship. So, this is where we begin the scene. Take it away, you guys.
Alrighty. Are we like already together, looking over at the ship?
Yes.
You just said that.
Shush.
You just said that. You literally just, that's what he said.
Okay, shush. Oh wait, she's a beauty, isn't she?
Sorry.
I'm sure, Captain. I'm not one to romanticize ships, though.
She's not just our ship. She's. Oh fuck! I already messed up my line. She's not just my ship. She's our ship. We gotta keep her up in tip-top shape.
Right. Well,
So.
we go inside. I mean, when do we board?
Evan, when do we board?
In a matter of hours.
We still got a few hours, Ellen.
Oh, I'm antsy to get going.
Don't worry, I am too.
At
Don't
this
sound like a captain thinks.
At this point, your doctor walks in. He has just finished something on the surface. You are free to question him about it. And Santos, you are free to make something up, as I did not actually come up with something for you to have been doing on the planet. But you're coming up from Earth, and you're arriving with them.
Hello, I suppose you're our captain, yes?
Yes.
Good.
Yes, Dr. Young.
It seems there's no need to introduce myself. So what have you two been doing?
Just staring over the ship.
She almost ready?
About 3 hours.
Well, I can say anything about that. Excellent. I can't wait to see my quarters.
Orders. I want to get my hands on that armory.
I want to get my hands on that chair. You know, I've been a captain of an Earth defense ship, but I bet that NX-01 will be like nothing I've ever felt. Oh.
Sir, you've been saying some silly things. What are you talking about? Why do you want to grab the chair?
Well, nice to know our captain's at least excited.
Yeah. For sure.
I'm sorry, this is my first time captaining a ship that isn't just surrounding Earth.
As you're all standing here, a Vulcan wearing a long brown robe approaches you. Captain Vance.
That's me.
My name is Salik. I have been ordered by the High Command to report to you for duty aboard your vessel. The High Command seems to deem it necessary to maintain a Vulcan presence on Starfleet vessels.
Be my guest.
Very well, sir.
Selig, was it?
That is correct.
Can't wait to see you there. Wanna come Wanna come join us?
I have matters to attend to. And he walks away. We cut ahead a few hours to the bridge.
Oh,
Sorry, did you want to do something else?
no, that was just abrupt.
Yeah. I'm bad at transitions. You know this from Epic of Fools. We cut ahead a few hours as you're all boarding the ship. The interior of this ship is very similar to the Earth Defense ship that you have served on before, Captain Vance. Not much is really different, considering it's a primarily human design. However, entering the bridge, it is a lot more spacious than anything you experienced on your other vessels. The bridge of an
We got room
NX...
to run.
That we do.
The bridge of an NX-class starship, when compared to pretty much everything else of the time period, is rather large. Fairly circular in shape, unlike the conventional sort of rectangular shape of Earth Defense ship bridges. And at the back contains a small little mission bay, containing just sort of a projection table that, lets you display whatever is needed for your current missions. It is in this area where you step out of the turbo lift, part of a retrofit for this new refit class. Turbo lifts no longer come out on the side of the bridge, as it was deemed hazardous and a tripping hazard, coming out on an elevated platform. So, you enter the bridge, and sitting at her station already, seeming kind of eager to get to work, is Lieutenant Scott, your communications officer.
Hello, I don't suppose we've met already?
Nope, I don't think we have.
Well, I'm the doctor on board this ship, Darren Yun. You?
Violet Scott.
Pleasure to meet you. So what do you do on the ship?
I basically translate and stuff for other or other species.
So you're a comms officer?
Yep.
Have you already introduced yourself to the captain?
Yes, I
not.
invited them to the ship.
Oh, hi again.
Yes. This is their...
You're already making friends.
I haven't met them personally, but I've heard of their work and I invited them to the ship.
Yep.
Pleasure to have you.
Thanks.
And I extend my hand into a handshake.
And I firmly return that handshake.
This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted.
Oh, yeah.
This is perfect.
Let's go.
Oh, my bad. Let me just say, I take his hand and firmly grasp it and shake it aggressively.
Oh my god, this is awesome. Already loving this campaign.
Already infinitely better than Epic of Fools.
Oh my god.
I think we're trying to roleplay too hard over here.
Yeah, no,
No, I'm just trying.
I think you all just haven't got into your groove yet. That'll buff out.
Oh, I can't breathe.
As this awkwardness is happening, Captain Vance.
Typically, when we go to an awkward silence, I'm expecting our DM to progress.
Yeah.
Captain Vance, you decide to take this moment to go and have a look at your ready room, or your quarters, located just off the bridge. As you enter, you are greeted by a gray-haired admiral who is sitting at your desk. Upon seeing you enter, he stands up. Captain, good to see you here. Was wondering if you were going to bother showing up or not.
I kind of wanted to go into the big league, so yeah, decided I'd grab some chair in this NX class.
Grab some chair. Alright. That's an interesting way to put it. Well, I've got exciting news. We've already got a mission for you. I mean, exciting in terms of we're sending you out, not in terms of this is going to be fun, because I can almost guarantee you this is not going to be fun.
Welcome to danger.
You are one unique guy, aren't you?
I've been holed up on an Earth defense ship for I don't know how long my command has been, but I'm ready to get out there.
Well, that's good to hear. We are sending you, well, not really too far, just to the other end of the system. Well, not the system. Sorry, my brain just broke. We're sending you to the other end of the region. Just a brief trip, should be about 7 days at most. We picked up a distress signal from Festerian. They don't know much about us. We haven't made a lot of contact, but you know, given the nature of the distress signal, I think we should probably take a look. You know, just the proximity to Earth alone, we might want to lend a hand. And if we're going to be becoming a big player in interstellar diplomacy, we might want to get off on the right foot.
Trust me, Admiral, I know enough about diplomacy myself. I'm all up for it.
Alright. Understand that if I could, I would absolutely send either Henderson or Archer in your place, but both of them have gone off to finish charting the Delphic region. So,
I completely understand, Admiral.
good. I would also send anyone else, but all the Daedalus class are still under construction. So, we've just got you. I know it's going to be a little bit much for your first mission, you know, distress signal for an entire planet, but hey, if you're anything like Archer, you should be fine.
Excuse me.
I picked a top-notch crew here, not Captain, Admiral. I think we can handle ourselves.
I certainly hope you are correct. And he reaches out a hand to shake your hand.
I firmly grasp his hand.
That's gonna become a meme, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Great.
definitely.
We meet a new species, and we firmly grasp their hands.
Ooh.
To show how devoted we are to the.
See you around, Admiral.
He moves his hand away from you and kind of, you know, spreads his fingers like he just got a cramp in his hand. You know, he's trying to relax his hand after the firmness of your grip. And as he's walking out, he turns back. I've left all necessary files on your computer system. I'd set a course as soon as possible. Godspeed, Commander.
Alrighty. Godspeed, Admiral.
And he leaves.
Well, seeing as I'm no longer needed up here, I'll be going down to familiar myself with the medic lab.
Alrighty, I'd like to locate any prevalent, locate the location that we're going, and hand it off to the Helms officer.
Alright. As you're reading through this data that the Admiral has left you, you realize that it's pretty much just the Vulcan survey log of the planet. There's not really a lot the Vulcans have. This species didn't seem to interest them that much. The log reads as follows. We approached the Festarn star as part of a survey mission in the sector. However, before we entered the system to conduct deep space scans, we received radio signals from a nearby planet. They are pre-warp and have not really reached any level of sophistication worthy of our attention. Judging by their ability to communicate via radio, however, they are most certainly pre-industrial. The log goes on to describe how just boring the Vulcans find this group of people. However, at the end, it does mention something worth noting. They have, in fact, detected the Vulcans. So, at the very least, they know they're not alone in the universe anymore, despite the Vulcans' best efforts to keep it otherwise.
Perfect. First mission, and we get to talk to a species that not even the Vulcans talk to. Perfect. All right. Calling the commander.
Alright. Commander, you have been summoned to the captain's office.
Alright.
Uh,
Go over.
Commander, it seems like we've been appointed a mission to go to the Vestarian planet, and the Vulcans seem to not be interested in it, but we've received a distress call from them, and I'm extremely excited to meet them.
Look,
So,
what,
just,
who now?
sorry.
Vulcans? Not excited. And then I'm confused. What do you mean? We're rescuing Vulcans?
No, we're going to a distress call from the Vestarian planet. They've sent out a distress call, and we're here to answer it.
Oh, well, what'd you talk about Vulcans for?
Because it seems like we're gonna be their first contact. Vulcans didn't seem it necessary to interact.
Oh no! Do I have to be like put together?
Just have to be yourself, Commander.
Oh, that's the worst way to be. Okay. Right. Well, I guess I gotta go prep myself for meeting a new species.
Alright. And
Okay.
I go back to my chair and guess prepare for the journey.
Jackson is so used to calling somebody else captain that he keeps stumbling over his words.
Shut it! Shut it! I literally keep almost saying captain. I
We can
almost
hear
called
it.
the admiral captain. I almost called what's your name?
It's a miracle you haven't been fired yet, sir.
As you take your seat on the bridge, you realize your helm officer is noticeably absent.
We're in the who now is the helms officer.
Commander Ellery says this as the turbo lift opens, and a short man who appears to be a little flustered runs onto the bridge. Sorry I'm late. I'm good, I swear I'm good. Oh, Captain, you're here.
Like out of character. What's their name?
You wouldn't know.
Are they
He's
executive
not.
staff?
You
No.
asked. You asked
Okay.
for them. That's usually how it goes.
Yeah, but if they were executive staff, I would already know their name. I just wanted to ask if they're executive staff.
They are not.
I'm assuming you are a Helms officer?
Yes, sir. Edwards, Ensign Edwards.
Ensign Edwards, glad to meet you. I'm Captain Joseph Vance.
Ike Edwards, nice to meet you. And he shakes your hand.
And I firmly grasp his hand. Okay,
Quite a
that's
grip
gonna
you
go
got
on
there,
the top.
sir. Right.
Alrighty, I've already sent necessary data to your Helms terminal.
Great, fantastic. Permission to take my station?
Yes, Ensign.
Great. Absolutely fantastic. And he sits down. You can tell this guy is not necessarily new to space travel, he's just kind of new to organized space travel. So, would anyone like to take any scenes just between characters before we depart space dock?
Nope.
I say we get a move on.
We better mosey on out of here.
Captain, I don't appreciate you insulting my accent.
That was out of character, okay.
Oh, God.
Captain, I
Alright.
prefer if you didn't talk to the ceiling.
Okay, yeah, I don't have anything else to do right now. Actually, I would like to talk to our comms officer though.
All right. You've got the
So,
floor.
It seems like it's gonna take a little bit to get there, but we are gonna need you when we get there. The Vulcans didn't seem like they seemed interested enough to learn their language, so if it is a new foreign language, we are going to need you to help translate if you can.
No problemo.
Alrighty.
I like this comms officer.
All right.
So I'm guessing there's no data logs about like their language or anything
There are not.
since the Vulcans.
The Vulcans
So we're gonna
didn't bother.
So once we get there, you're gonna have to play it by ear. We're gonna need you down there.
Alright.
All right. The vessel departs space dock, and just before you jump to warp, you feel this slight rattle in the floors. And you take note of your helms officer, because he looks kind of nervous. I'm sure it's not a problem. What was that, Commander?
We're not infested with anything, are we?
No, not at all. It's tribbles, maybe? And he hits a button on the console.
Tribbles?
There we go. Inertial dampers offline. We are ready to go. Ready on your command, Captain. Also, may I get your permission to push this to Warp 5?
Maybe if we get out of space dock a little bit more, Ensign.
But come on, it's a Warp 5 engine.
Let's get
As
at
he
least
says, Ensign.
Yes,
Let's get at
sir.
least,
Yes, sir.
let's get at least 3 planets away before we push it to 5, okay?
Aye, Captain. And he depressingly pushes forward a small lever, and the ship jumps to warp.
Well, maybe you should learn how to drive a ship before he starts doing it.
Don't worry, I'll give him pointers later.
Pointers?
Yeah, I've taken a helm quite a bit.
No, that's not the problem. He's a professional, allegedly. Why does he need pointers?
The
Well,
journey
he
at
obviously does
warp.
seem like he needs it. Sorry, continue.
The journey at warp. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know why you pause so much. Are you like having a stroke or something? Just speak.
I paused
Your
because Jackson was talking, and then I started talking after Jackson
I'm not
stopped.
talking to you, God! I'm talking to the captain who started over his words!
Ah,
Sorry,
I
it's just the
see.
jitters. I'm a little bit excited there, Commander, to get out.
A little too excited.
Ravager chairs and such.
Yeah.
Alright, well, if you need a break, I can take over for a little bit. Maybe sit
Alrighty.
down, talk to the doctor a little bit.
Or a chair.
You know what? I might just do that. You can grab a seat, as I'd like to say.
God.
Yeah,
Literal-
I'm not grabbing nothing. But thanks for the offer.
Typically, the phrase is "take a seat."
Yeah. What the medical officer just said, allegedly over comms, because I'm not sure where he is right now.
I'm always watching.
It's a
He's
little
installed
unnerving, I can
cameras on
hear
the
him.
bridge already.
My God. Alright.
Progress scene, Evan.
Yes, indeed. Progress scene.
Skip dialogue.
Jackson, were you going down to check on the doctor?
Sure.
Or is that not something you were doing?
I mean,
'Cause you
do
did
wanna
kind of-
progress the story more.
I mean, you did kind of just say that you were giving the command to Commander Ellery because you said something was a good idea. And it was like right after the commander suggested go
Alright,
see
I'll
what
go
the medical
see that.
officer
I'll
was
go
up
see
to,
the
so I don't
doctor.
know. Alright.
Let's make it short though, because we do have to get on with this.
As you enter sickbay, there is a loud screech. Some sort of bat has broken free of a cage, and the doctor is currently chasing it down.
Dr. Young, you need help?
Nope, I'm all good here, Captain. Do you need some?
Oh yeah. I got a little bit of the jitters, so I just came here to take a little bit of a seat.
Good. I'll be with you in just a moment, Captain. Get
All
back
right.
here, you little shit.
So, Dr. Young, you are going to make the first roll of this campaign. So, I'm gonna have you roll a fitness. Let's do fitness security.
2d20?
Yes, 2d20. And we're gonna have this be a difficulty of 2. So you have to roll 2 successes.
Okay, 3.
Alright. And what was your other dice?
And... 1! Jesus!
Alright, congrats, you have gotten 3 successes, earning your first point of momentum. So that can be used at any point where you feel like you need an extra dice to roll. Yeah. Success.
I came to catching a bat.
Using your sophisticated skills of climb up on the countertops and jump, you have managed to capture the bat. It is screeching in your arms as you wrangle it back into a cage. And after a few moments, it stops screeching and falls asleep.
Now, that's dealt with. What did you need again, Captain?
I just needed to calm down a little bit, so I came over here, but it seems like I didn't exactly calm down too much over here.
Alright, give me a moment, I'll get you something. And, Evan, with that, let's just call the scene.
Alright. We cut ahead, just a little bit ahead. I don't know why I felt the need to redundancy that, but I did. So, the captain has returned to the bridge, and at this point, you are dropping out of warp. You have entered the system, and very clearly on the view screen, you can see this planet. The planet, from range, you can see has a ring system. However, it doesn't look natural. The ring system of this planet seems to be built, in a way.
It's a halo!
Do you think they're architects or something?
I mean,
I'm
if they
sorry,
have the ability to do
just yell,
this...
Captain? Sorry.
Sorry, that was a reference. Well,
Okay,
if it
Captain.
seems like they have this kind of technology, it's weird that they weren't able to get to space travel yet.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll to figure out what this ring is?
Let's have our science officer on board roll. Because this would be scanners, wouldn't it?
This would
let's have
be
that.
scanners, yes. So I'm gonna need someone to roll for your science officer, just because he is
I'll
an
do
NPC. Alright. So you're going to be rolling a reason engineering check.
Okay,
Which is
16
16.
and
alright.
3.
16 and 3. One second, let me get to his page here. Alright, you got 1 success. Unfortunately, it was a difficulty 2, so you've only gotten 1 success. You failed. All you have managed to determine... Or, sorry, I should do this in character of Salic, because he is your science officer.
Oh, just like Enterprise, the Vulcan science officer.
Captain, there is
just
something
like-
disrupting my sensor readings. I'm unable to determine much about this ring.
Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to take
What
a
I
closer
can
look.
tell you, however, is that it
Oh.
is emitting low levels of gamma radiation.
Well,
So... I
guess
guess we're just gonna have to go and check it out.
As you enter orbit, a signal comes in from the surface.
This is the
What's this signal coming through?
Comms officer,
Evan.
are you going to accept the hail? This is something you need to do.
I just blanked. What happened?
You received hail from the planet.
Oh, sweet. Eh.
Just-
Your time to shine, Scott.
Yeah, I'm figuring it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm saying yeah to, but yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna take the yeah as you accepting the hail.
Yep.
So, as the hail comes through, the language is completely alien. You have nothing in the universal translator that it can go off of.
Damn.
And as
I'd
such,
like to point out you have xenolinguistics.
yeah, as such, you are going to be rolling for this. So, it's going to be difficulty 2, as with pretty much everything this episode. And I'm going to have you roll for... Let's see, let's do an insight command.
Right.
Can I assist? Because I also have xenolinguistics. I'm kidding.
I mean, you can try. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to.
What are your rolls?
I have an actual reason not to. I'm still down in the med bay.
What?
What were your rolls?
I don't know.
You roll
talking
2d20.
about?
Oh my
Roll up
What do you
like
mean?
the Google Dice roller.
Oh, give me a second.
Oh my god.
This is going
Hey,
so well.
Oh, this is their
Did we
first
not-
time. This is their first time.
No, I just thought it was funny that they didn't have anything prepared for what was supposed to be.
I don't know. Okay, what do I roll?
A 2d20.
D20.
Uh-huh. What?
What
What'd you get?
What
was
were
the
your
roll?
rolls?
Hold on.
Two?
I'm good.
Hold on, let me pull it up so I can
Yeah,
guide
can you pull
them.
it up for me?
Yeah,
Oh my
so I can
God.
guide them. Hold on.
This is so
Thank you.
funny.
Okay,
Oh my
it's,
God.
Welcome to Yesteryear, everybody.
You click on the dice that's in front of you and then erase it. Then you go down and there's like a little orange die that you have to click.
I click it once.
Twice.
Yeah, click the orange die once and then it'll pop up a number and then you click roll again and it'll pop up another number.
So I got 12
Then
Okay.
one more roll.
and I got a 13.
Alright,
That's
that
actually not
is
terrible.
that is actually sufficient. So, you have managed
What?
to succeed in your role. And as you listen to this language, you're able to translate it. You hear... Okay. You hear the voice of someone claiming to be the head regent of the planet, contacting you, telling you that they are grateful for your assistance. However, they do not want you to come down to the planet. There is currently a plague raging through the population.
Ooh.
Plague, you say?
Ew, why'd you say it like that?
This feels very similar to the plot of our other campaign's first episode.
It kind of does.
She is warning.
Uh-huh.
She is warning that people are falling ill on the streets. People are collapsing, vomiting, and all of these symptoms are very similar to... Oh wait, no, never mind. I can't say that because the doctor's not on the bridge. Never mind. Well, all you know is there is a plague that this supposed head regent is very concerned about.
You gotta. Did they tell us that?
Yes. Well, the regent told this to your comms officer.
Yeah, the question. Yeah. The
Translation?
question was, did our comms officer tell us?
Max?
Yes.
Translation. You have to tell us.
This is part of the whole roleplay thing that is
Oh.
D&D. Or Star Trek Adventures in this case.
Yeah, translating.
You forgot
There's
everything
a
I just
head.
said, didn't you?
The head.
I'm gonna be
Hold on.
I'm gonna be really honest. Like, I think my AirPods are disconnecting because it just completely cut out. Like,
Okay,
Okay.
I-
I have the important bits written
You got
down.
the
I
spark
can say
notes?
I
Okay.
my AirPods.
Well, let's just say they tell it to us because we know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell them if it has any. Do they know if it has anything to do with that low-level gamma radiation that we found coming from those artificial rings?
As you ask this, Max, just to spare you the... just to spare you a bit, as you ask this... this is like a one-time thing. I'm not sparing you in the future.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
he will be evil.
I am brutal.
Oh, okay.
The regent speaks back to you that she has no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah. No.
It seems the population of this planet is either unaware of the radiation, unaware of the ring, unaware of both, or just don't know. Actually, that's just unaware.
That's
I'm
slightly
stupid.
ominous.
Well, if possible, we'd like to work with you from up here so we can possibly figure out a cure for your plague. If you don't want us to go down there.
Oh, As she contacts again, Max, I'm sparing you this episode.
Oh, sure.
This episode, just only this episode.
Okay.
The regent explains to you that though this plague is rather widespread, there is a small area within the capital city that does not have any trace of the plague, as far as she is aware. And she offers to give you a place down there to assist, if you'd like, as she is unaware of how you could possibly help without touching the surface of the planet.
Without getting plagued.
Alright, shall we start our boarding party?
Woo.
What do you mean boarding? We're going on a planet.
Yeah, we're boarding a shuttle to the planet.
There you go.
It's a landing party, Captain.
Whatever, I don't care. You know what I meant.
I like that
You know that.
I like the cowboy from the
Doctor.
frontier world knows more about Starfleet protocol and terminology than the guy who served in the Earth Defense Force. It's kind of funny to
The
me.
doctor is still unaware of the situation.
Dr. Young to bridge.
Captain?
we're gonna need you up here to disclose some information. It's about the planet. There's a plague that is running rampant on it, and we're going to help try to figure out how we can cure it.
Sounds right up my alley. I'll be there soon, Captain. And
I did it, guys! I did it! I actually explained before I just called them up there. I actually did it. I explained it properly.
And he announces this to the entire bridge staff.
Okay, you know that was out of character.
I well
Stop
aware that was
speaking
out of
out of
character.
character.
Okay.
We're trying to keep it in character. We got people watching now.
Oh yeah. What? Do we just say Dr. Young? At this era?
Yes. It's like how you do it in
Anyways.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
What do you mean, is it just Dr. Young in this era? That's how you address doctors.
I think I'm gonna
So
have
I
to
was,
get Captain some persistence.
I'm a bit out of it. So I was thinking on making a landing party, and Commander, would you like to go down, or would you like me to go down? Would you like to go on the plague rampant planet, or do you want me to go down? Is what I mean.
Captain, and Salix stands up. I must protest the idea of you stepping foot on the planet. Starfleet policy, though clearly not reflecting this, should absolutely restrict high-level commanding officers from stepping foot in hazardous environments.
Yeah, I'm
If,
not liking that. Let's go.
Now we're
Who
gonna
else
help.
is?
So we know 2 people that we're gonna be sending down in the landing party, which would be Dr. Young and our comms officer Scott.
I could
And
go
we
Captain
might
if you don't
want-
to.
I'd love to go down, but I think fuck, what was her name? I already forgot it. Actually, I think I wrote it down. Yes, the Vulcan. He
Salik?
said that. Salik, yes. Salik said that, like he said, it'd probably be best if I didn't go down, even if I really want to.
While you're taking my
Yeah.
suggestions, Captain, I might also bring up the fact that this species is pre-warp. Therefore, contacting them in any manner should be considered a breach of protocol. Who knows what effects our presence could have on their culture?
Who knows what will be left of
I-
culture?
I wanna say I make it up to the bridge now.
Alright?
Alright, Captain. What's going on? What are we doing?
We're going to be creating a landing party. There's apparently a point in their capital city that is not affected by the plague. So we're gonna send a few of us down there to hopefully create a shelter, and maybe as our translator Scott. What rank is Scott?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant Scott and you, Dr. Young, are going to be crucial points in the landing party to possibly help the translating and the possible curing of the plague.
Alright, Captain. Anybody else coming down, or is it just us?
I'm pretty sure I've thrown my hat in the ring several times now.
Alrighty, I guess you're going down, Commander.
You be wary of that science officer.
Be
Just a
wary
moment.
of that science officer. If I
He
didn't
is
know
out.
better, I would suggest that that is a racist remark.
Calling you a science officer? What?
Distrust for Vulcans is a common
I'm not
theme.
distrusting you because you're a Vulcan. You're pushing
if
in
I
where
may-
I should be putting input.
Then
I
forgive
would
my
like-
assumption, Commander. I meant no disrespect.
Right.
I would. Are we? Is our
Okay.
landing party already decided? Do we have all our equipment already?
I can get some instance to put the gear together, and then y'all can go down.
All right, Commander.
And
Comms
while
off.
you're down there, Lieutenant Scott, try to implant or put the language into the universal translator, so hopefully we can, be easier. It'll be fuck, I'm stumbling over my words. And it's easier to translate in the future.
Alright.
All right, Commander, Lieutenant. Should we make our way down?
Yeah, let's get going.
Woo!
Excellent. And I am leading the party out the door.
Alright. As you arrive on the surface of the planet, after boarding your shuttle...
We're already here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a time skip, because it's easier. As you arrive on the planet, after your brief shuttle flight down, you can see that this area of the city has been walled off. It's clearly just, like, they want to keep the people out. As you land, you are greeted by the Regent, who immediately walks up to the Doctor and starts speaking in alien tongues.
Question before we continue, Evan.
Yes.
One, has our comms officer put it in the universal translator yet?
Not yet.
Alright.
Okay.
Sounds like something we would have done
two.
earlier.
Can I use my xenolinguistics talent to try to figure it out myself before the comms officer has a chance to interject? To translate
You
for me?
wanna burn a talent on something we've already done?
I mean, you certainly...
What else am I using xenolinguistics for?
You don't know.
You certainly can. So I'm going to have you roll a... Let's see. Let's do an insight command. So 2d20, please.
10.
Difficulty 3, by the way.
Okay, cool. 10 and 15.
10 and 15, I'm sorry, you did not succeed. You are unable to
Failure.
translate.
So I'm just sitting there, kind of confused, looking at our comms officer.
Yes.
That was you're cute.
I'm back. Yes. So.
Alright, I'm gonna spare Max again for this
No, just fill
episode.
me in. Just fill me in. Just what happened before. Sorry. I'm trying so hard to follow.
Lieutenant
Okay, so
Scott
pretty much-
interjects and begins talking with the alien. After a few moments, she enters something into her pad and updates the
Yeah.
universal translator.
And I translate it for you.
Much appreciated.
Yeah, of course.
All right, Evan.
Oh my god.
Not initiate the conversation before he can
Thank
say
you.
anything.
Thank you for
Oh.
coming. You can understand us?
Yes, now we can.
Yeah.
Fantastic. I take it you're here to evacuate the elites.
I'm sorry.
elite.
I was under the impression we were working to help create a cure.
Create a cure? What value could a cure possibly have?
Well, should this plague ever get spaceborne, we'd have quite the problem on our hands.
I fail to see how that is my problem. Are you here to evacuate us or not?
Oh, this lady's gonna. Oh my god. See, I'm gonna turn around and just take some deep breaths. Y'all get to do this.
Okay, I believe the commander has command right now.
I'm taking.
You are
some
not
deep
the
breaths.
commander?
Just talk to this lady, please.
Okay,
Who is your commander?
orders.
Maybe it would have been better to have the person with diplomatic upbringing go down.
Yeah.
Hindsight is
No, you
2020.
just had to listen to the science officer, though.
Hindsight is 2020. Anyways, okay, what's happening? They just, what's your name? Just asked us if we were evacuating the elites, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We didn't even ask her name.
Yeah, it's exactly why I said, "What's your name?" Anyways, I'll respond. Apologies, but the orders we were given was to come down and attempt to see if we could provide some relief against
Yes.
this plague, perhaps a cure.
Yes, relief in the form of getting me and my family off of this planet. You can do that, can't you? You're space travelers, right?
I'm gonna call over Commander because I don't have the authority to do that in this situation.
Alright, I'm done. I've cooled down now, yeah. What's your name, ma'am?
Tresta Zanaline. I'm the regent of this...
Presta or Presta?
Tresta.
Presta, right.
I'm the regent of this planet, and I demand that you and your crew get me and my family to safety.
You're not demanding anything from me, ma'am.
Alright, while this is happening, I'm gonna step back from the conversation a little bit and hail our captain.
Hey,
Alright.
we are here to help the planet.
The planet is beyond saving.
Making a cure. Well, maybe not. We can take a look if you'd like.
If I'd like. They did that to themselves. I have no interest in helping them.
Okay.
Well, we do. I'm sorry to upset you.
Okay, so this
Go
is...
for Van.
Okay, so me and Captain are gonna have a conversation now, yeah?
Okay.
Alright.
Go for Van.
Captain, from the looks of it, the one who called themselves the Regent on this planet is adamant that we are here to evacuate their elites. If I may, I suggest giving out your orders regarding that.
Was it the same person that we actually talked to when they notified us? Did they sound this exact same?
They're calling themselves the Regents.
That was a question to Evan.
Yes.
Okay, so it is actually them.
I don't know why this is a question for me, but yes.
I wanted to know if this pompous bitch was just lying.
Oh,
Okay, please tell me that wasn't in character.
No, that was not in character. I'll get back into a character, don't worry. Well, first, it'd be best to have a diplomatic approach, not go into a verbal argument with them, and maybe diffuse the tension a little bit. What's going on with the commander?
Commander seemed a little heated at the
Please tell me he's not in a verbal argument.
It looks like that is...
We're gonna save the people that live here.
The people are swine, and they don't deserve your savior.
That is...
Maybe
knew
we
I
don't
should've went
deserve our
down.
savior.
I am the regent of this planet. You do not dare speak to me in this matter.
Nothing to me. I don't know
I'd
what
like
that
to hail
means,
the
woman.
commander. Because maybe that'll snap him out of it.
Okay, and while our captain is trying to get the commander's attention, I'm gonna start asking the Regent a question or two.
It's alright.
Excuse me a minute.
You are excused.
Don't tell me what I am and am not.
Okay,
Hello? Captain.
Okay. I send you down there for diplomacy, and you get a verbal argument with the regent.
I don't know what regent means, but she should not be in charge of people, sir.
It's most likely a position of power in their society.
I don't care.
probably a ruler, if I had to say.
With what I was able to understand from the yelling, it seems like, and Dr. Young's advice, what Dr. Young told me, it seems like they want to save themselves and not everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm having an issue with.
All right. That is not Starfleet's way, so we're obviously not gonna be able to do that. And
Yeah, why are you pulling me away from this conversation that I was having
it
with this
seemed like
lovely lady?
you were doing the exact thing that we shouldn't be doing, which is getting into a verbal argument with them. That is not diplomacy.
I mean,
Well,
it
maybe you
is
should
just
listen.
very aggressive.
Maybe
That was
you
out of
should
character,
listen to
sorry.
your science officer and listen to your commanding officer. Hmm? Then
You
you'd
want me
be
to
down
come
here
down
like
there?
you wanted to. Sir, you should have just come in the first place, sir.
All right, I'm coming down.
Really?
All right.
Sir.
Again, I forgot the Vulcan's name.
Salik.
Salik, would you like to take command while I'm away?
Sir!
Take command.
Sir!
I'm under the assumption
You're
that
going
they
to use
ended him.
another shuttle to come down here.
I'm under the assumption that
seems
And
like
leave
you're
a
just
science
getting into a
officer in
ver-
charge of the bridge.
He seems capable enough.
Capable, he's...
Captain, you are not
Maybe.
planning on going down to the surface of the planet, are you?
You
It's
betcha.
pretty much useless at this point. I'm already down here. We can handle
Captain,
it.
I'm sure the away team can manage.
Fine, I just wanted to go down there. All right, you guys can manage it.
I'm confused by all your motives right now, Captain.
I just really wanted to
would
go
have been
down to the
better.
planet.
Yeah, you
This
should have
isn't-
done what you thought was best. If you don't mind me speaking so openly, I'm gonna do it regardless of what you tell me.
Just calm down a little bit and talk diplomatically with them. Just don't get into a heated argument, and hopefully things will smooth over.
I'll do what I'll need to do to save these people, sir.
Okay.
All right,
and-
Captain out.
Okay, and with that, I would like to have my small scene where I'm asking the regent a couple questions.
Yes. So as all of that is going on, the Doctor is questioning the Regent.
I believe you said that it was their fault that this plague broke out. If
Yes.
I may, can I ask what that was about?
It means they all decided to live outside of the cities anyways. It's their fault.
So what I'm getting from this is you have this area for the elites, outside, which is for the regular citizens, and then beyond that, which is where they decided to go.
Well, yes, how else is a society supposed to manage itself?
I see. So has anybody ever explored beyond the city sent by you?
Of course, this entire planet has been mapped.
So what could have possibly caused the plague?
I don't know. There's nothing natural out there that could have done it. That's why it must have been created by them.
How bizarre. Give me just a moment, please. And,
Just a moment.
I'll-
Every moment we spend not getting back up to your ship is another moment you're putting me and my family at risk.
I walked over to the commander.
Alright.
Get any more helpful information out of her?
Turns out that she believes that it was the citizens that were the cause of the plague. The ones that went outside the city. So this area that we're in right now is for the elites, per se. And beyond the walls is the city for the average citizen. And beyond even that is where some people chose to go anyways. And it seems to be her belief that whatever caused the plague was from the people who went beyond city walls.
Perhaps there's some kind of contaminant.
Yes,
Do they have clean water supplies or a buildup of any wastes?
From I am unaware of that, but she
How
said
developed
that
is the city?
I do not know. But she said she had the entire planet had been surveyed, seeing as she owns it, and she found nothing then that could have possibly caused it. So it's looking more likely it was in fact an outside force. They also,
How
if
outside
I,
are we talking?
uh, I'm unaware of this, but they were completely unaware of the gamma radiation as well as the ring around their planet that seemed artificially made. I have no idea if that's related at all, but I suggest you let the captain know to look into both of those.
Look into the gamma radiation and what?
The artificial rings around the planet.
Right. Well, I'll send them a little message about that in a minute.
In
For
the
now,
mean,
I think we should try to find the source of the infection. Or,
yes,
excuse me.
I was about to suggest the same myself. But how do you plan going about that? If any of us take the shuttle and leave this area to go outside, that would send the regent into quite the frenzy.
That would, yes.
Well, I trust you can find a solution.
Let me think about it for a moment.
Alright,
For
Commander.
now, keep talking to her about the history of this city. Quality of life, usually, for inside and outside. I want to gather if it's a large population in a unstable environment situation, or if there's truly some sort of outside source damaging the planet.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you.
As all of this has been happening, Lieutenant Scott, you have kind of been walking around this courtyard area, just kind of taking in little bits and pieces of this culture, trying to figure out if there's anything more you can learn about their language. And you come across this little fountain, sort of near the center of the courtyard, and engraved on all four sides of it, this is like sort of a square-shaped fountain, just kind of in the middle of the courtyard. Carved into all four sides, you find this small crest that looks sort of like a bird from Earth. It's just kind of chiseled into the fountains. You don't necessarily know what it means. However, looking around, you notice several more of these little carvings on various buildings. This could be something cultural related to this species.
You said it's a bird?
Yes. You know, it's sort of like the two wings sort of thing.
Okay, is there any trace of possibly that there's like that kind of bird on that planet or something? I don't know. Like,
Okay, what I'm assuming that Max is trying to say is there like any other like, is that insignia of sorts anywhere else on the planet, or is it just here?
no, I mean like, yeah.
As far as you can tell from your limited area, it's a carving that exists on most of the buildings in the city, in some way or another. It's like, it can be either like a minor pattern or fairly large. Either way, it seems significant. And as you're looking around a bit more, you notice some of, like, the tiled stones of this thing have the wings tiled into the ground.
Oh. Um. Hmm. Should I let someone also observe it with me? I should also call someone over to observe it with me.
It's on you.
It's on me. Okay. Uh, I don't know what to do other than
If I may put out a suggestion,
Yeah.
out of character, attempt to inquire about the insignia to any of the other inhabitants.
Oh yeah. Can I go up to that woman or that woman, that
The
lady?
regent.
Yeah. Ask her about it.
Also out of character, I suggest against it. In character, I'm currently talking to her.
Oh.
As you look
Is there
around,
anyone else around?
yeah, you see you see a lone, seemingly old man sitting on a bench just across from the fountain.
Oh. Well, then I'll go up to him and ask him then.
He regards you with somewhat of a look of suspicion. Can I help you?
I wanted to ask about the birds, and that's carved basically everywhere.
They saved us.
Oh. Oh. Can I ask when was this?
10 years ago, the big birds came from the sky. They saved us.
Oh. Whoa. Can you describe what these big birds look like?
Large, green, feathered. They were big birds. I don't know what you want from me. I'm just an old man. They spoke funny. You speak funny too.
Thanks.
Are you one of the birds?
I'm not sure. What did the birds save you from exactly?
From ourselves. Our society was in chaos. Just people voting, doing what they pleased. The birds came and gave us the regent.
Okay.
Someday the birds may save you too.
Okay. I thank the old man and I step away before things escalate.
Alright.
Thank you.
You are very
Lieutenant?
welcome.
Where are you running off to?
An old man was being weird.
Weird? What do you mean weird?
He was talking about He was talking about the birds.
Birds?
Bird.
What are you talking about?
There's birds everywhere apparently. They reach it or something. And so I asked it. Fuck, sorry. Give me a second.
You're all good.
I
I nailed
Like a
that,
bird.
by the way. That was all winged. No pun intended.
think I'm gonna go into my mouth. Give me a second.
Don't worry, I've been bumbling this whole session too.
Oh god. I'll say, yeah, no, there's birds everywhere, like chiseled birds. Just they seem to praise and stuff. So I went to ask that old man over there, and he just went off about the birds. You know, just was like they saved them and everything, and said there were big birds in the sky that saved them from society. Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what those big green birds are.
what are they?
Yeah, what
Are
are
you
they?
listening, Captain? What, are you here?
Wait, you
No, sorry.
I was trying
No, sorry. That was just a moment of realization. I'm mute now.
Yeah, I got you too. I mean, yeah, the birds. Commander, he was going off about the birds and how big they were, and they were green with feathers.
Green with
That's the last thing I remembered. But I'm starting to think that they were talking about. Oh, they were talking about how funny they talked, and he went off about saying how funny I talked, and but said the man he was the one going off about birds, so yeah.
This entire time. What the hell happened to your mic? Oh my
Who the hell is that?
Ellis, your mic just went
Oh, I see.
really
Not
deep.
The Borg? Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, it's the Borg! It's the Jew's origin story!
I don't know how it broke. It's fine.
I just heard
Also, Evan,
bird.
can you say the Vulcan's
Can you
name
take me to
again
these
so I can
birds?
write it down? I'm gonna keep forgetting.
Salik. Salik.
Can you take me to these birds that got you started on this conversation?
All right, I take him to the fountain with all the birds.
Are these birds actually bird-shaped, or are they shaped like something else?
So
What?
imagine like what you've got to imagine with it. It's not really like a picture of a bird per se. It's like the wings of a bird coming off of like I'm trying to think what it is. Think of like a British family crest. It's like that with two wings coming out either side.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I
makes
know what they
more
are too.
sense.
I don't.
That doesn't look too much like a bird. That looks like a vessel.
Yep, I see it now too. I wish God made it seem more visually.
Shut up.
Fucking bird. Sorry.
Are you alright, Lieutenant?
No, I think that old man fucked. Oh. Anyways, yeah, I'm starting to see a ship too.
Hmm.
Yeah, I see it. I think they praise us or something. I think that's why that person that the doctor was talking to, or was it you? I don't remember. Was going off about, or both, but they were going off.
They call
About-
those space travelers. Perhaps there's been people here before us.
Oh yeah.
Captain, you're not here. Shut up.
You're not here.
Captain, close the channel.
Captain.
For God's
Oh, god damn it, we never ended comms.
The bill's gonna be
Say
enormous.
Captain out. I did say Captain out.
Yes, I know, I'm joking.
God. I'm gonna mute my mic because of the dogs.
Puppers.
That's your cue to continue this RP bit.
Dang. What are we supposed to do with the bird? I mean, yeah, the birds. Are we supposed to ask them or something?
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Oh my god. Sorry.
Well, I guess the dogs are getting to Ellis too. Oh, that was me being off character, like I have been.
Alright, I think they're done now.
Alright, we're gonna... Oh, are you still going with this, Ellis?
Can you repeat what you said? My headphones fell off.
Are you still going with this scene? Because I was just gonna... Because it got
Yeah.
quiet, so I was gonna
Yeah.
go over to...
Yeah,
Okay,
we're still, yeah, it got quiet because there were maniacs outside my house.
I see.
Alright. What... So they call the space travelers, that's where I think I left off, and then I told the captain to shut up. Right. I'm gonna go talk to that lady and ask her about them. If you want to keep exploring, do so at your own risk, but I would recommend sticking close to the rest of us.
I'm gonna stick close because I'm scared.
Right.
As you say you're scared, you glance over to the old man, and he smiles a toothless grin. And he waves at you.
Dude, that old, out of character. That old man just told you about culture and his people. And you're like, he scares me.
Nah, okay, listen. It's the way he, like, uncomplimented my speaking abilities. Racist. I'm just kidding.
There's nothing about that that's racist, though.
Is it because I'm... Wait. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait. Anyways.
You are completely separate species. It could be racism.
Yeah, exactly. It could... Wait, what
Or it could just be an old man who is not good at speaking to the youth.
To the youth.
Or it could just be
think
me
we're all
making his character seem actually weird.
Could I... never mind.
He's just an old man. Leave him be.
Creepy ass old man.
Right, well, I'm gonna go talk to that lady.
Please do.
Alright. As you approach, she is currently talking with the doctor. I don't care if you can cure them, you have to get us out of here!
Hey, I'm afraid I don't have the authority in this situation to make that decision. Oh, Commander.
Howdy.
Commander, we keep running in circles, why won't you just take us off this planet?
Because that's not what I'm here to do.
So what are you here to do then? Because I thought you were here to help.
I am. Just not you specifically. I'm here to help everyone.
Captain, if I'm...
I am
Commander,
the
I mean, if I may.
Regent!
I don't care if you're a regent or just a person that lives here. I don't care.
I'm both!
Commander, if I may interject, I believe it is not the best idea to provoke the region here.
Not
Thank you, Doctor!
Oh my god, I'm gonna murder somebody. Okay.
Oh.
Man. Oh, yourself. Okay, shush. I'm fucking real good right now.
You shush the
Understood,
Regent?
Commander.
I don't shush you, alright? I shush my team. Those birds, that my lieutenant found and spoke to about some man that they're now afraid of. Those aren't birds, are they?
What do you mean they're not birds, aren't they? Of course they're birds. What else would they be?
Well, you see, you called us space travelers, and you're not all that shocked to see that there are people coming down from the sky.
Well, of course, the birds came down from the sky. The birds were travelers.
Right, uh-huh. So other people like us have been here before.
Of course!
Right. Right, okay, I'm gonna talk to my doctor for just a second. You sit tight.
Sit tight, I am the Regent!
Sit. Stay quiet. I'm trying to figure out your situation to help you. Alright. Doctor,
Yes, Commander.
I think we found where the sickness may be coming from. It seems some
Oh?
other species has been here and probably dropped something off.
Hmm. Do you know how long ago that other species came here?
Regent,
Yes!
how long ago did the birds come?
Their last visit was 10 years ago.
10 years. Alright. Well, certainly if they left something, it could stay longer.
Either whatever they left can lie dormant for a long time without showing symptoms, or they simply drop something in a place where people don't often go, which would explain why it suddenly sprang up when people went outside the city limits.
Exactly. See, now we're cooking with peanut oil.
Alright.
It's an expression, sir.
I see. Well, if it came from a spacefaring, if it came from spacefaring people, it's possible we may already know about this disease.
Well, go look in your little catalog of illnesses. Maybe there's something there.
Unfortunately, we were only told there was a plague. We don't have any of the symptoms.
You didn't ask about the symptoms?
We were talking in circles. I didn't really get the opportunity.
Alright. Well, guess I gotta talk to her again.
Yep.
Can we just
Apologies,
say also, we're trying to analyze the rings from a far distance away at the same time on the base, because it's obvious now that
Alright.
these aren't from the planet, because they didn't know anything
I also
about
sent a
them, so-
message. I don't know if I said
Alright,
that.
so, really quick, for that, Captain Vance, for the purposes of you studying this thing, let me find my dice really quick, hang on.
Let me see if I have any talents, hold on.
There they are, alright. So, I'm gonna have you roll
You know what would have
against
really been
my
helpful
rolls
here? My talent diffused the tension.
Damn, it's almost like you should have come down here.
It's almost like the final say is up to the captain.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be going
So-
into more social situations later.
Captain, I'm gonna have you roll an insight science contested roll against me. Go
I
ahead.
got a 5 and a 2.
You beat me. I got 2 13s. You have succeeded. So, things that you take note of about this ring. First of all, you have 100% confirmed that it is artificial. This ring is made of things that are not present in this solar system. Number 2, it has power, and is acting almost like a space station. And 3, you have detected a signal coming off of it that fires off out of the system into an unexplored region of space. Notably, toward an unexplored section of the Beta Quadrant.
So Salak, I'm guessing you haven't seen any tech like this before with our scans?
Negative.
Where there's no logs?
This signal, however, does appear familiar. I cannot quite, as you humans so fondly say, pin it down.
Well, we're gonna analyze the structure more, see if the gamma radiation is causing the low levels gamma radiation is causing this plague.
Due to our
And
closer
possibly-
proximity, I can attempt to scan again.
Go right ahead, Salak.
Alright. Santos, might I call on your dice rolling expertise again?
Aye. God. God damn it. Fucking rolled off. Ooh, I swear.
Rolling-
I need
rolling
a bigger
in-
platform to roll this on.
Insight science.
4
Difficulty
and... Oh, well, 4 and... Fuck, 15.
4 and 15, you got 2 successes there, so you got another point of momentum. Just so you guys
Let's
can
go!
keep track, you guys have 2 points of momentum right now. Just
Now, just make sure group pool, anybody can
yes,
roll from
group pool.
it. Okay, I
And
think
preferably-
it's funny.
Preferably, you all should, agree when you should use one, because it is a group pool thing, so make sure everyone's on board with using the momentum before
I
just
think
taking
it's
it.
fucking hilarious how I have gotten both momentum we have.
Also, one of the main reasons I didn't go down is I kind of got the jitters there, like IRL, about being in front of like the camera. And even though I have
Okay.
many talents and shit focused toward
Jackson.
negotiation
Jackson.
and diplomacy.
Jackson, you don't
Jackson.
need to explain yourself.
You don't have to explain. You're good. You didn't go down. That's it.
Okay. Okay, so do we get anything with that?
Sir, I have managed to pinpoint a point of interest on the surface of the ring. It appears to be some sort of command station.
Can we tell if there's any life signs?
I am reading none. I am, however, reading an oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere.
We might want to check that out.
Agreed. Putting it up on screen now. And on the screen flashes the image of what appears to be some sort of tower. Picture like an air traffic control tower in an airport, just kind of hanging off of the ring. It is like on the large surface of the ring. So let me quickly just describe the ring a bit better. Picture kind of like the installations from Halo. They're like thick and then thin in
I was literally referencing Halo earlier. It's a Halo.
They look like that. And the tower is protruding off of the larger face. It's not like hanging off the sides. It is pointing directly towards the planet. And
Question.
yeah, sorry, 1 second. And interestingly to you, the players, but to your characters, it's just kind of interesting. There is a marking of a bird on the top of the tower. Santos, go ahead.
Yeah, really random question. Have we encountered Borg yet at all?
There was only one encounter, and the Borg won't appear in this. I'm just gonna say that now. The Borg will not appear in Yesteryear.
Just wanted to know. Continue.
Alright. Fascinating.
Alright, we should, so you said it was a nitrogen rich atmosphere?
Oxygen, nitrogen. Very similar to that of Earth. And of Vulcan, I might add.
So, what would the, boarding party be like here? Would we want to send one down, or can we, intercept it from here?
I would recommend we send the Makos.
Alrighty. Make as it is.
We cut back down to the surface of the planet. What's been going on, you guys? What have you been up to?
I'm pretty sure our commander was trying to see if they could ask about the symptoms of the plague.
Yeah.
Why do you need to know about the symptoms?
I need to know if my crew is in danger.
Okay, let's see. People
And
fall over on the
transport.
street? People vomit up their lungs? I don't know what you want from me. People die from it. And that's why you need to get me and my staff off of this planet.
You heard that, Doc?
Yeah, I heard it.
Alright. Well, I'm trusting you to figure out.
You know, if you guys are so damn curious about this illness, why don't you just go out there and scan one of the corpses?
Well, we could do that, but we also might risk catching it, so we need to know.
Well,
Okay,
if
well,
you're so
I
concerned
have to
about
do
catching it,
that.
imagine being me. The only thing separating me, my family, and my staff from that illness is this wall that keeps them out.
Was it always like this?
Was it always like this? No, of course it wasn't always like this. There were dark times before the birds.
Now, can you you describe what these birds look like?
They looked very much like you once they came out of the egg.
Egg? Can you describe the egg?
Well, that's what they seemed... Hang on, let me find the wording for this. I think I took this analogy too far. Let me backtrack a bit here. Let me backtrack a bit. Well, the birds were large, but their servants weren't. Their servants were more like you.
Can you explain the birds, though? Like, how are they... Are they just taller, or...
The birds never landed. They just flew.
If I may,
Okay.
did the servants of the birds look exactly like this, or were there differences in appearance?
The only difference I noted was that they wore helmets. Really safe people.
Right.
Does any of that ring a bell for us, Evan?
It would not at this point, no.
Great. Thanks for answering my DM, Evan.
Oh, hang on. I'm not tabbed into Discord. I've got their sheet open. You would know... Yes.
Hey, thanks for reading the first thing I said.
Oh. You do not know...
Again, thanks for reading the first thing that I said.
What else did you say? Hang on. Oh, you mean just like read it? Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're welcome for reading it out.
Yeah, because I was...
What's
What
happening?
other DM are you talking about? What?
Oh, you
Yeah,
did, you
'cause-
just... I asked you to type it out,
Type it out. Hang on.
and you just
Oh.
spoke it out loud.
You just spoke it up.
Oh, right,
I was
sorry.
also thinking it was either one of the two, though. So,
Well, right now I'm thinking it's... Like, I don't know shit about the early
because
days.
it does,
I don't know
fit
what we
their
know and what we
ships
don't
more.
know.
It does fit their ships more. Their ships look a lot like birds and they're green.
But this is all
Yeah,
information characters do not have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was asking Evan who so gloriously spat it out. Instead of just...
Okay, I
reading.
get it. I'm a bad DM. Shut up.
Yes, you are. You're horrible.
You're
Disgusting.
also bad at DMing, apparently.
Shame.
Boo that man. Boo
I don't
him.
know where to go
Anyway.
from here. Because I don't want anyone to catch the disease.
Okay, Evan.
Yes.
The very descriptive explanation I was given on the plague was people are falling over, people are dying, and people are coughing their lungs out.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Oh.
These symptoms are familiar to you. This is a common symptom of radiation poisoning.
Oh dear.
Well,
Is our commander still talking with the
Yes.
Regent.
regent? There we go. I'll get the commander. Fuck. Now I'm tripping over my own words. Look what you did. Look what you did, Jackson. I attempt to get the attention of our commander.
excuse me one moment, Regent.
You're excused again.
Stop saying what I am and am not. Yes, doctor.
Well, the symptoms I was given wasn't a lot to go off of. They are very similar to symptoms of radiation poisoning, and the gamma radiation we detected from the planet certainly adds to that theory.
Well, how do you stop radiation poisoning?
Evan, that's a doctory term that me myself don't know.
Cut off the radiation.
Okay, just because you stop the radiation doesn't mean they get better. You need to have something to
Well,
alleviate the symptoms too,
yes.
Evan.
But if you cut off the radiation, they can start healing naturally, and you can just boost that.
I don't think you know how radiation poisoning works. But
That's
okay,
how
we
it
can
works
do
in
that.
Star Trek. That's how it works in Enterprise. That's what I'm going off of here.
Very well. That's ridiculous, but in character now. Well,
I agree.
we first would need to cut off the source of the radiation, and then they would heal naturally from that. But we could boost the process, for lack of a better term, ourselves.
How do we do that?
Evan,
This is all in character. I can't tell you how you're gonna cut off the radiation.
no. Afterwards, boosting their recovery.
Give them
The cutting
drugs.
off of radiation.
Here, let me see here. So,
Let me Google how to cure radiation poisoning.
no.
You probably have medical devices or drugs that just boost the natural like,
Yes.
bodily functions, so it speeds up the healing process.
Okay, so I'm gonna come up with a bullshit description of this medical drug, and you are gonna go along with it, yeah? Because you are not very helpful.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, well, cutting off the radiation first, I couldn't even begin to find out how we do it from down here, seeing as we still don't even know where the radiation is coming from. So we need to get that from the ship. However, boosting their recovery, I have some anti-radiation meds and just straight up painkillers that I could give to the populace to alleviate the symptoms.
Well, if that's the best we can do, then we'll do it.
Maybe I should look deeper into the radiation. Maybe I should perform further research in this. And I am, in fact, mumbling that.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
Lady Regent, or however I'm supposed to address you, I think we've got an idea that's gonna help your people.
Will it also help me?
Yes, it would.
You are part of the people, yes.
Fine,
That
then
would
let me
be
hear
yelling.
it.
Well, well, Doc, do you want to explain, or you just want me to?
I'm already here, so I'll explain. Okay, so judging from the symptoms that you gave me, they coincide with the symptoms of radiation poisoning. And to further add to that theory, whilst we were yet to land on your planet, we detected some levels of gamma radiation. Further adding credit to that theory, in order to solve it, we would need to find out how to cut off the radiation, and then I have some medicine I can distribute to aid in the recovery of the people. And you, should you fall ill.
Very well, you may try this, but if you fail, you're taking me, my staff, and my family off this planet.
We'll do what we can to help.
Yes, that would be taking me off the planet.
Alright, Commander,
An
there you go.
evacuation is necessary.
Commander, if you may, could you inform the captain of this? I'm gonna go get my stuff ready.
I'm already on it.
To get your stuff ready, you would be going back to the ship.
I thought I took supplies with me.
You
Probably
wouldn't
not
have
specific
taken
supplies.
your entire medical store with you.
That checks out. Okay, I'm assuming I brought like first aid,
Yes, that is
emergency medical supplies.
basically all you brought, yes.
Like testing stuff to test their bodies and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna say the simple words of I relay this to the captain, so I don't have to do a little meaningless scene.
So,
Okay.
me and Selleck have found a protrusion on the rings. It seems like something was once roaming around in there, possibly beings. It's like an environment like Earth with the air at least. It seems like this tower that we found is what's emitting that radiation that we pinged earlier when we first got here. I've sent the Mako squad out to scout.
Righty then.
All right.
We're doing
Alrighty.
what we can to help the people, so that's all I can really say at this point.
So you're heading back up to the ship to get your stuff?
Aye, aye, God.
Alright. So, we are actually coming up on 2 hours here, so let's try to wrap this up a bit. I do want to get one thing done before the end of the session here, because I said I would do it, like a while ago. But anyways, as you return to the ship, you get... I'm trying to figure out the way to word this. Commander and Lieutenant Scott, you first go to the bridge, just to check in with the captain and the bridge staff to see what's going on. And Lieutenant Scott, on the view screen, they are still displaying the image of the control tower with the bird on it.
This is you, Max.
Is Max
Max
gone?
I
Lane?
think Max is dead.
Fantastic.
Man, the old man got to them. Oh yeah, they're
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
think their
hello?
mic's just not working.
Hello?
Hello?
You're there
Ah, they're
now.
back.
Is everything alright?
You
They're
good?
gone again. Hello? Can you hear us?
I could briefly hear someone.
Oh dear God, their Discord's
boy.
exploding.
Oh my god.
This is going so well. Such a good first session.
The scuff, baby.
We'll get into it later. All I know
mean, this
is that
is
if we're
mostly
doing
technical
diplomatic
difficulties.
shit,
Yeah.
if we're doing diplomatic shit, Eloy's staying on the ship. They get a little bit hot-headed.
Okay, I think I can. Do you hear me?
Hello?
Yep.
We can hear you.
Okay, perfect.
Excellent.
Okay, sorry. Repeat what you just said.
Alright.
I heard my name, so.
As you enter the bridge, you can see that on the screen there is still the control tower with the bird on it. I believe at this point the captain does not know what the bird is.
Lieutenant Scott, welcome back to the bridge.
Hi. I'm
Were you informed of the situation?
a little. Do you have any idea? Well, apparently there was birds everywhere, and they were talking about the birds and stuff. I don't know if anyone informed you about that, but
Yes, Commander Ellery, informed me.
yeah.
It seems like, as they think, and I now also think, that there was previous travelers that went to their world, and their ships appeared to be like birds.
So I heard. Hmm.
It
This is such good roleplay, you guys.
Thank you.
I know, right? It's
Max,
like
I'm
me
trying
when
so
I was
hard to
captain.
supplement you here. I'm trying so
What?
hard to supplement you here, Max. Come on.
I know I'm trying, but I don't. I'm trying.
Max, what's really funny is you're acting just like I did when I was captain.
Yeah, and I'm not even captain, bruh.
So, what did you learn down there?
The old man is crazy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I talked to an old man. He was talking about how there were people that came down there and they were talking funny and then said that I was talking funny, so I don't know. I thought that was weird.
Okay.
bird
Have we
situation,
gotten
yeah.
any report back from the Mako squad?
They are still on board the station. They have not reported back yet.
Oh, they haven't.
Nope.
You thought they were still on the ship, didn't you?
No, I knew we sent them off.
Sorry.
Pardon?
Alrighty. But right now we're just waiting from anything back from the Mako squad on what that tower really is.
Okay.
As you say this,
So-
the Mako hail. Captain,
Captain,
we've got controls over here. They're in some sort of language we can't read.
Can you pull up video feed?
Aye, sir, switch into video. And on the screen, you can see what look like, I guess to describe them, would be like runes.
You got anything from this, Lieutenant?
That's you, Max.
Here, let me help Max a little. So, Max, looking at these runes, you do recognize some of the characters, as they do share similarity
Max
with
just
Vulcan.
DC'd.
Max just... Oh.
I think Max is having technical problems.
Oh boy. This is great. You good, Max?
Max.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Max,
Father
you
just got
good?
back.
Fine.
Are you're good?
Oh.
Hello?
Hello? Oh.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. Is anyone cutting out for you guys, or is it just me?
No,
It's
just you.
just you.
Just you.
Ah, I mean, frick.
Anyways.
Anyways.
Did you catch what I said? Or do I need to say it again?
Yeah, you need to say it again.
Okay. So the runes that are showing up in the video feed from the Makos, some of the characters look familiar to you. They share a lot in common with the Vulcan language.
Oh.
It is Romulan. Sorry, that's out of character. It is Romulan.
Stop talking when it's not your turn.
Just mute your damn mic.
Familiar people? Or familiar...
This is great roleplay, guys.
Familiar,
Yeah, I don't
familiar
You can't blame
language.
Max. Max doesn't know
I
much
know.
about Star Trek.
I have, like, no clue.
Yeah.
I mean, from the looks of it, they also don't have much with D&D and roleplay in general.
Yeah,
So-
no, last time I roleplayed was a guy on Omegle.
Oh,
Okay.
So you said
Okay.
it has something to do with, so you recognize some characters in Vulcan?
What? Wait, sorry, Jack, what did you say?
You said some of the runes look like they were Vulcan?
Apparently?
Selek, any input?
They do share a striking similarity. I don't know what more you want me to say, Captain. I do not recognize the language. However, it is similar to Vulcan.
can,
Oh.
can Max
Can,
attempt to decipher it again?
Can possibly you and Lieutenant fuck, what was her last name?
Scott.
Scott. Can you and Lieutenant Scott shush. Can you and Lieutenant Scott possibly try to figure out how to shut that thing off with having Mako's being ground control?
Captain, one of the Makos is speaking to you now. If I may, I think we should just destroy this. It clearly is having a negative effect on the planet. I think we just get rid of it.
Okay, you're good to go. Your call.
Sir?
That's it? No other thought, Captain? Not even gonna ask me?
Well, it seems like this is causing bad effects to the people of the world, but just make sure you don't explode with it. Just get out of there.
Y- yes,
Completely ignored the commander.
yes,
Sorry.
sir.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Commander. Any input?
No, you seem fine. You clearly don't need my input at all. Just, completely explode this technology we know nothing about and may never know about.
I think the drugs I got earlier are still affecting me.
Drugs?
I didn't give him
Yeah,
anything that
the
serious.
doctor gave me some drugs. I think it might be I'm allergic to something. Um, uh, what were you gonna say, Commander?
Well, perhaps we should study it a bit more before destroying it.
Is there any way we could dampen the radiation without knowing the language? Should I turn it off?
What is it exactly? I'm a little lost. It's like a little space station, you say?
It is
Well,
the
seems-
ring.
Huh? What'd you say?
It's the ring that's around the planet.
I think it's the control hub for the whole ring.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
the part.
I'm gonna interrupt because I'm gonna say by this point I've gotten together everything I need, so I'm gonna hail the captain.
All right.
Captain.
Captain Young.
All right. So I've gotten all of my medical equipment together that I need. Any progress on the radiation?
Well, me and the commander here are currently talking about that. We're deciding if we want to try to turn it off or just destroy it straight
Sir.
up.
If I may, Captain, I feel destroying it would not be advisable, seeing as we know nothing of it.
I agree.
That's exactly
Now
what
that
I
I've been, I agree to both of your points because they're the same point. You know what? I'm gonna agree with your points and that's a bad role playing there by Yusuke Plays. Let's go. I'm gonna say we try to study it because that's what the commander said.
Commander, if I may, I believe a focused burst of phase cannon energy could disrupt the emitters. We could disable the radiation without destroying the entire ring.
Yeah, that seems like the more logical thing to do.
I agree.
Alright. Just,
Alright.
let's just set that up and make sure nothing bad goes happen. And, I guess get the doctor down there to possibly cure some shit.
Alright, so Ellis, I'm gonna
with-
have... Sorry, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. It was out of character anyways. I was just gonna make a
Okay.
small comment. Continue.
So Ellis, I'm gonna have you roll a control security for this.
Okay.
Gonna be a
Oh yeah,
difficulty
you're
of
also
2.
a tactical officer, I forgot.
Okay, I got a 3 and a 12.
3 and a 12. Alright. You have succeeded, and as you target the first of the emitters, well, no, I'm not gonna do the first of, that's just gonna be stupid, because that implies there's... You target the control point for the emitters, and as you fire, the beams fire out, destroy the control node, and immediately the readings for the radiation start to dissipate.
There we go.
Great
Alright,
shooting, Tex.
Am I on the bridge or?
Thank you.
Where are you shooting, Commander?
I believe you would be in the shuttle bay.
All right. Just waiting for the order.
I hail the doctor. Dr. Young.
Captain.
You all ready to depart? We disrupted the radiation.
Yep, I'm ready to depart whenever.
Just tell them to go down. Yeah.
All right.
Fine, I'm trying to be all fancy. It's my first time. Like, in an actual mission.
In the interests of getting this episode wrapped up, because we are hitting 2 hours now, in the interest of getting this wrapped up, Doctor, will you please roll a difficulty 1... where's your character sheet? There it is. Let's have you do a control medicine roll.
Really quick, since this isn't necessarily a disease per se, would my infectious disease focus work?
Sure, considering... Actually, no. No, because it's not a disease. Never mind.
Okay. Well then, I'd like to make an argument for Helping Hand.
You don't have to argue it.
Nice. Okay, I'll burn Helping Hand.
Alright, you only need 1 success, because it's difficulty
Okay.
1.
Yeesh, 14. And... 8.
Alright, well, you have succeeded, and you've also generated another momentum, because that is 2 successes.
Let's fucking
Sorry.
go!
Doctor is fucking great.
Alright.
What the fuck? I'm not usually this lucky. This is absolutely all gonna be gone next session.
I hope not. Alright.
That's ominous.
After a few days, the doctor has managed to distribute enough medication and enough anti-rad solutions to the population affected by the radiation. At this point, it is up to the people of the planet to disperse the rest, and you have successfully cured this sickness for the time being. So long as the ring doesn't begin generating radiation again, you should be fine. In these couple days, you've also been studying the ring. It was built here roughly 10 years ago, and the purpose of it is still unknown. You have had no luck translating the language. However, you have detected, in numerous scans of this planet, that the planet is in fact dilithium rich. So, it is possible that someone constructed the ring with the intention of pacifying the population in order to get at the dilithium. All good?
Yep.
You guys just kind of went quiet.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what to do with that information.
Alright.
I mean, it's ominous, seeing as somebody this close is attempting to take a planet.
We definitely should report back to it's not Starfleet yet, right?
It is Starfleet. It's just not the
Okay.
Federation.
Definitely report back to Starfleet and tell them of what happened here and of the signal that goes out into unknown space. Also,
channel
was that
has
Admiral
opened.
my friend in high place? For like out of character, was that my friend in high places?
Yes.
Okay.
The channel is now open.
This is Captain Vance, reporting to Starfleet.
Vance, good to hear from you. How bad you screwed up?
Actually, we didn't. So what we found here was that there was a plague, and the plague was caused by an unknown species that came to this planet 10 years ago. Sorry, I'm going a little bit fast.
They're not coming for us next, are they? Did you meet this species?
We haven't. No, they built a station around the planet, and it was causing low-level radiation. There was no one on the station, but we found a signal that was going out into unknown space.
Well, that's certainly ominous. Well, good job, I suppose. Congratulations,
yeah, our
this was unexpected.
Dr. Young did kind of just cure plague, so.
Well, I congratulate you.
It wasn't a plague.
Was a plague.
They called it a plague because they didn't actually know what it was. It was just a fuck ton of radiation poisoning.
Sorry.
Well, congratulations on your
answer.
success. I do have word on your chief engineer. He will be meeting you at Gamma Hydra Station. Just head out there to meet him whenever. Your discretion.
Alright, and are we going to be heading back to Earth Space Dock after we pick him up, or what's our next plan of action?
Well, I'll let you know once I get more for you. At this point,
Alrighty.
I'm considering just turning you loose on the galaxy, Captain. We're out here to explore, after all.
Alrighty, Captain. I said Captain again. Alrighty, Admiral. Can't wait to hear from you. We'll go to the station now.
We'll be in touch. Clear skies, Captain.
Clear skies, Admiral.
And that is where we end this episode. Thank you to those of you who tuned into the live stream to watch episode 1. To those of you watching the VOD, yeah, tune into the live stream next time. You'll get to witness this chaos again.